You alone are God. To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life, and the sound of my voice echoes in the hearts of all men.
What is all that there is? God is all that life is. All are shades of what God is. All are rays of the one light. We are all divine sparks of the one life that God is. To know this truth and to know this happiness, just see the good and the divine that you are. All see the possible good and the possible divine that you are. All see the possible good and the possible divine that you all of life forms are the reflections of God. All of life forms are the reflections of you. All of life forms are the reflections of the divine. All of life works.
To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life, and the sound of my voice echoes in the hearts of all men.
God is all that there is. God is all that life is. All are shades of what God is.
You are live on A24 Radio and Ethereum Radio. Welcome to Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. This program is brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. The main purpose of the program is to awaken us to who and what we are as spirits. So feel free, you can ask questions, you can also contribute as well. You can do this through our Skype, A24 Radio, or if you are watching us live on Facebook, you can leave your comments and questions and we will attend to you. You also have the opportunity to call in, no matter where you are around the globe. Today, the speaker is Brother Clement Cobblah. He comes with a very interesting and controversial topic, but I'm certain he will do justice to it. The topic is being right is not enough. Being right is not enough. Hello, Clement.
Hello, Dorcas.
Being right is not enough. How are you doing?
Yes.
How are you? You are live on A24 Radio, and this Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. Clement, if you can hear us, or you can hear me, how are you doing? Hello? Hello, Clement.
Hello. Hello, Dorcas.
Hello?
Beautiful. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Great. So we're ready for you.
Awesome. Clement, you are welcome to the program, and how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, beautiful, and really great. What about you, Dorcas?
Oh, I'm God alive for God. I was just surprised and shocked because your topic is quite controversial, but I'm certain that you will do justice to it to clarify some questions on my mind and that of our viewers and listeners. Because everyone wants to be right, wants to do the right thing. There are norms, but you are saying it is not enough to be right. So, Clement, over to you as to clarify and you take us through your topic.
Thank you for the opportunity. I welcome everyone, our viewers who have joined us on Facebook and on A24 Radio to the Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. As usual, we come to you from Ethereum Mission in connection with A24 Radio. Ethereum Mission has one vision, and that is that of a unified world in which everyone is a catalyst that is activating and promoting the innate good in one another. So we seek for a world where the good that I am is allowing and inviting your good to shine itself forth. And then when I see any good in you, I dig it out so you can shine that good as well to bless life. It is indeed a heaven on earth. But then everyone is so activated in their own potentials, ready, sharing, shining, and exuding with all of the goodness for the promotion of life. In Ghana, you can locate a Ethereum Mission on the General Accra Highway next to the Golf Filling Station at Sacramento. Our telephone number for the great take the number again, 0208-646-6129. Welcome once again to the topic, being right is not enough. Truly, when we observe our life, challenges actually happen to be what I call the bedrock of the identification, the exercising, and the evolution of our innate potentials. Challenges as well are the platform for the promotion of the innate good in one another. In the event where the person begins to fight against it, you find them giving a whole lot of justifications. Oh, 10 years ago, this happened, and then I didn't do this, and because of that,
and therefore you're supposed to have learned to do it this way. That is why I did what I did. Justifying whatever position and whatever action they made to have brought up that particular challenge, problem, or issue. Truth is that the very moment one feels accused, the ego and human pride steps up and says, no, you must not be at fault. And here is where it is important for each and every one of us to now wake up to the realization that being right is just not enough. Why do I say so? Being right will only lead us to such problems. But when you step into the feel of doing the right thing in every situation, you succeed in transforming that challenge into being the importance that it holds for you. And that is identifying greater potentials within you, helping you to exercise all of those potentials, and promoting you. When you get up to this simple realization, you have a new shift in your consciousness. So imagine a husband and a wife having a misunderstanding or the challenge pertaining to, let's say, the use of as minute as Pepsodent. One party says, I like my Pepsodent to be pressed from the bottom. The other is used to press it from the middle. Then there is a challenge. The one who talks about the particular challenge says, I am right. You don't press the Pepsodent from the bottom. You do it from the middle so you can have it easily on your toothbrush. The other person is going to defend themselves. So much to the point that they will justify why it is wrong for you to press it from the middle, but from rather the bottom. And in this event, the friction begins. They keep fighting and fighting and fighting about this. And then, interestingly enough, something strange takes place. The partner who gets accused or made to accept the blame for the error that is happening now tunes themselves to only observing and identifying what errors can I also identify about the one who thinks they are right. So it becomes a tit for tat affair, a give and take event, where each one is blinded to the wound that is always coming out of the other partner. And they only seek to find what can I notice that is in error about the other person who took the bold state of I am right, so that I can also accuse them such that I will also be in the right. Believe you me, this simple knowing can be a transformation in the experience of peace. Because I have come to realize that when you take a position without the necessary work required to make that position impact positively and promote life, you would have only ended up missing out on what peace is. So yes, let us observe life and notice how life is constantly telling us that assuming the position of I am right and the other is wrong has never and will never help and make this life a beautiful experience. Let us take a simple look at this life that is constantly expanding itself and promoting its own self. Just observe. Life never gives attention to the errors or that which is right. It takes all of it and uses them for the promotion of its own self. When you observe in the event of a volcanic eruption, the first experience that you go through is that you have the lava flow on the floor, causing so much challenges, destroying whatever form of vegetation, whatever form of structure might be close to that mountain that has just erupted. In that event, life will not even bring itself to care about what is this distraction that it is causing. A life absorbs all of it and uses it to create fertile soil that supports the growth of new life of the plants. Even the volcanic ash that sprays into the atmosphere, you do not find the air saying, I am right, you are polluting me. So because of your pollution, I am not going to provide the needed oxygen that will cause life to progress. The air will work with the ash and bring that ash to settle on the ground and still function perfectly. Life will take the foul and the pleasant, mix it all up, flows on the ground, it takes the same air and water to come together to help the lava to cool down and create new landmarks. The beauty of life is to tell us the simple truth. Whether it is in the space of right, wrong, blame or blameless, foul or pleasant, it is all working together to promote the good of life. And that is where this particular teaching is seeking to draw each and every one of us to awaken to. It is not enough for you to assume right. What is, and I call enough, is for you to do what is right in every situation. And this is the shift in your consciousness that must happen as you learn and you take this teaching with you. Science has also told us the only way we have light is by ensuring that there is the positive and the negative electricity come together and give us the light that we are enjoying. So yes, the negative and the positives are all to work together for the promotion of good. Is that what your way of living is? Do take a few moments and ask yourself, in the moment when you kept pushing someone to accept error, their mistake, to accept whatever fault they had or they committed in an event, did they get the required solution that you were seeking? Imagine in a workplace, you find yourself in a space where you discover that a work colleague had gone to say something that does not favor you. And for that matter, you are in some form of challenge at work, a situation where you are going to be punished or whatever it is. You are in trouble at work. And then you step in the space of, I am right. That which has been spoken of me is not true. And that person who spoke is a liar. Imagine you speaking that way to the person. The person listening to you accusing them of being wrong to have spoken something. What we might not have known might be that the person's intention behind this, whatever they did, might not have been in any way to harm or cause havoc. But that havoc has actually happened. When you do not move away from that space of I am right and you are wrong, to the new space of asking that simple question: what right action do I do in this situation to promote harmony? A simple question. What right action do I do in this situation to promote harmony? This particular question posed in the face of challenges will now tune you into your own self and reveal to you so many possibilities that you can employ in that space, in that situation, to bring harmony between you and the person, and even within the very environment you find yourself. Because it is a fact that some conflicts, some challenges, and the debate of who is right and wrong progresses all the way to even involve other participants into their own position. And you will find people taking sides. Okay, because this person is right, I am aligning myself with them. And because you are wrong, I'm staying away from you. So at each time, even in simple challenges, we find a way to rope in other people who then suffer the consequences of the friction that is created as a result of battling the balance of who is right and who is wrong. So in the moment when you seek to now act and do that which is right in the moment or in the challenge, you now connect to a new frequency within you. You identify the possibilities and potential that lie within you that can bring harmony when you put them into action. So yes, take a few moments and ask yourself, in the challenge that I encountered where I wanted someone to admit to their error, if I should have asked myself, this situation to promote harmony between us, what would have been the action that would have projected from you? Truly, I say to you, challenges are the bedrock for the identification, the exercising, and the promotion.
We have to begin to recognize this about challenges and begin to work at it. A couple of years back, in the country Ghana, it was identified that there is a young man who has been practicing as a professional healthcare personnel, a doctor to be precise, for so long. And the outcry that came out from this particular issue was the fact that everyone kept saying, this person is completely wrong. As to where the whole issue has now arrived at, I have not yet heard of it no more. But then, when you look at that simple scenario, where you find someone having done an activity, which everyone is in the outcry of saying, you are wrong, you shouldn't have done that, we have missed out on the potential that was actually operating in that particular individual that has gotten him to be able to practice for 5 years and then only to have been noticed at a later date. Now imagine the event where now the country or whichever body is in charge of the medical field takes the position of what right actions can we do in this situation to promote that quality in this person so that we can harness it to even do greater works. Yet, the outcry that went about you are wrong may have actually ended up the person in that space of taking the bold claim that I will never ever give out anything to support life. So, just by this simple space, you would have lost a huge potential that could have been used, that could have been motivated, that could have been channeled for the greater good of life. Yet, another event that also happened same year in Ghana was a man that was impersonating a lawyer. He's been attending court sessions, defending and all of that in the court. Nobody recognized that he had not been called to the bar. He was expressing his qualities and as to what he has seen people do as lawyers, and he was just practicing. Again, the outcry that came out, he is wrong. He is impersonating, and that is illegal. And in that space, that moment, we all jumped on this gentleman, telling him how wrong and how much at fault he is. As to what has been made of him, again, the answer is I have no idea yet. But the consequence of having to jump at everyone to point out you are wrong is only going to be met with the fight back. So when you step into that simple question, what right action can I do in this challenge to promote harmony? You now open yourself up so you can receive directions, solutions, and wise counseling that will now help you to bring harmony into that space where the challenge, the problem, or the issue is. Beloved, what you ought to know is that the only power or importance of the wise or the wise man is their ability to bring the seemingly foolish all the way to recognize their infinite potentialities. So yes, I tell you, being right is never enough. What is what the right actions you put in place or you act upon in the moment of every single challenge. Now, beloved, we need to take this a step further, because when I gave my definition for challenges, I told you that first, they are the bedrock for the identification, the exercising, and the promotion of our innate good. I went as well as saying that they also are the platform for the promotion of the innate good in one another. And therefore, we take that journey to say that in the event where you go always asking, what is the right action I can do in this situation? You end up creating for yourself and promoting and exercising your own potentialities. How then do we expand this to involve even the other partner that we assume or we have taken the position is wrong? Well, scripture in Matthew 5:41 will tell us that if someone forces you to go an extra mile and to go a mile, take them 2 extra miles. Yes. So the challenge that was created by whoever you are blaming for the error is now awakening you to the new idea that you must always be the one taking the right action, even in the challenge or the problem. Now I'm saying, let's take ourselves to the extra mile. And what do I mean by that? It is simple. In the event when you have asked yourself, what right action do I do in this situation in order to promote harmony? Take it a step further and ask, what are the possible potentials that abound within this other partner or the participants in this issue that I can use together with my potentials to bring harmony? Here, you no more are focusing on only yourself, but you are expanding you all the way to even identifying the good in the other partner, who might have been the very point of the error, to even absorb them from even seeing their error, but rather identifying the great potential that can be called for from them to harness your own potentials to even solve the challenge in a much better way. Now, just take a few moments to think about it. If you had the opportunity that out of a challenge, you are able to call forth your own potentials, even to identify certain potentials and possibilities in you that you were unaware of, and to even go the extra mile to even seek for what potentials do I know or even can there be in the other partner, such that I can call it forth to merge with mine to create harmony. Notice how beautiful, how awesome, and how heavenly that experience in that moment would actually be. You would have been able to succeed in employing challenges, problems, or issues to their highest and best states. So, just bring your mind into the situation of 2 couples who are in that space of a challenge, thinking that what solution or what right action can I
You are live on Aquantufo Radio, and this is Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. The topic for discussion is being right is not enough. Being right is not enough. This program is brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. So you are live on Aquantufo Radio and Ethereum Radio.
My leader and guru was right when last Sunday he said, development is not done by character. Sorry, development is from character, not infrastructure. Think about it. The character that says that I am always seeking what right action to do.
Employ the potentials in the other partner to make the situation come into a space of harmony. That character is what will breed development and not infrastructure. Because at the end of the day, no matter what infrastructure you put up, there is one political party or the other pointing fingers and saying that which you did was wrong. Today we are experiencing 4 years of schools being not being used. Some facilities not being used as a result of the feeling that someone is wrong and the other person is right. Someone did something fishy, someone did something wrong. And yes, this new shift of consciousness that I am bringing to you, as you listen to me, let it now seep into you, that you can now bring yourself to that place where your mantra in life will be as simple as, in me is always the right action at the right moment. Or I do that which is right in all situations. That mantra, that shift in consciousness will now bring you to experience greater peace, greater harmony, more than that which we are experiencing in our current state. Beloved, this is the teaching I bring to you today. I call it the moment you are waking and know that my past has been filled with this, but now I am awakening to this new way of living that makes me ensure that I promote and bring harmony into every situation. And it is done in just 2 simple steps. Step 1 is to ask yourself, what right action can I do in this situation to promote harmony? And then step 2 is just to ask yourself, what potentials are there in this partner that can be harnessed to bring greater harmony through this challenge? And with this simple teaching, I believe that there is a new awakening in you that will bring us to the full experience of peace. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. So if you are watching us live on Facebook, you can leave your comments and questions. If you're in the US, you can get us on 0013156364063. 0013156364063. If you are in the UK, 02081448180. 02081448180. And if you're outside of the United Kingdom, 004402 081448180. 004402 081448180. And you can leave your comments and questions on our Skype at Quentin Radio. If you are listening to us on Ethereum Radio, you can still use this medium to send your questions and contributions. And your comments will be appreciated so we grow our souls together. Hello, Clement.
Hello, Cobblah.
Great. What triggered this topic?
Okay. So, about a month ago, I got the opportunity to share a teaching for a couple that were getting married. And while I was contemplating on what is the best teaching to give to this new couple so that they will continuously harness and keep them in the bubble of love for as long as they exist in this divine space. So while I was contemplating on this, the statement came to me, it is not enough to be right, but do right in all situations. It is not enough to be right in all situations, but rather do right in every situation. I kept pondering over this, and I realized that truly, in our programming of life where everyone is sitting and on the right position and that person is on the wrong position, I realized
Hello? If you are just joining us, this is Hour of Awakening and Empowerment, and it's brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. And the topic for deliberation this evening is being right is not enough. Being right is not enough, and it's question time or contribution time, so you can send your questions and contributions, and they will be answered. And if you are joining us for the very first time,
Thank you.
please, could you repeat? We couldn't hear you.
Okay, so I was sharing that I got the opportunity to teach at a wedding situation a month ago. And while I was contemplating what message to give them, this was the teaching that actually came into me.
This is Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. You're experiencing some technical challenges. And hello, Clement.
host is actually off. I would want to summarize this teaching in a simple way for you to hold on to. And that is, if you only want to meet human ego and pride,
fear of your influence or your experiences, then you are good to go on the tangent of stepping in the space of I am right and the person who committed the error is wrong. But a higher way of life is to seek to promote an innate good or potential that is within you with every single situation you find yourself. That is the higher way of thinking. That was the thinking that might have been in the mind of Yeshua when he was saying that you should love and pray for those who despitefully use you and persecute you. But in that space, you only are activating, identifying, exercising, and promoting good potentials within yourself. And today, I took you on a certain journey of saying, it is not also enough to only identify and promote your own goodness, but you can go a step further to identify what potentials exist in the other partner that you can employ, harness, and use to bring harmony between yourself and that of your partner. In this case, you would have succeeded in promoting and evolving yourself as well as impacting, promoting, and helping the other partner evolve to be a greater version of themselves. This is the simple knowing that is here to shift your consciousness, to bring you to the full experience of greater goodness all throughout your existence. And at the end of your life, when your soul now is out of this space, you would have been the very channel that everyone will be celebrating. You would have been an awakening presence to all you have affected. This is the life I am inviting you to. A life that has the mantra that says, I am in all situations taking right actions. Thank you.
Great. Since you can hear us now, there's the last question. There's from Emmanuel in Finland. And he says, I quote, do you think being right, not being right, you are saying that being right is not enough. So he wants to find out, do you think your teaching or what you are saying can promote harmony without, he's saying that, let me just read this question. He says that he doesn't think it can promote harmony because there will not be peace and justice. That's it. He said, I don't think this can promote harmony because it cannot bring peace and justice.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. First, what is the intention for justice? Why do we demand justice? Is it not to birth out someone who did error to bring the person to doing the right next time? So then, in the event where you now take your attention off this person is wrong and I am right, to the place where you now bring out how you can promote the good in one another, would you not have succeeded in bringing out the person's right action? Take a few moments to ask yourself this. When you were told that you were an ugly person, you went frowning your face because you never liked it. You would have, your frown was to say, I dislike or I am not in favor of this. But when the moment when someone praised you for something you did, you felt that power and that surge of energy within you that I am this good, I can continue and do even better than I did, so that people will notice and say good things about me. Now, this is the same idea that is now being brought to you. In the face of challenges, step away from who is right and who is wrong, and seek to promote the good in both of you. One, remember, challenges are not there to bring division or fight between one another. The challenges are there so you can be able to awaken in you some potentials that can bring out the best in a situation. So in that situation, justice was you actually moving the step further to even find harmony for the situation. Because in the moment when you step away from accusing the other person, you would have assisted the person to wake up and notice that even in my wrong action, this person saw the good in me and sought to promote that good. If this is the greatest form of justice and the greatest experience of peace, then beloved, I am not too certain as to what justice, its definition, is to you. Because as far as I'm concerned, justice is only meant to ensure that everything is done right. So you calling for the good and the potential best in someone into expression. That would now shape and remold their life in a new dimension. Is that not justice and peace to you? Take a few moments, just brood over it.
Great. Let's acknowledge. Hello, Clement. Hello. Hello, Clement. Let's acknowledge some of our viewers on Facebook. We have Lloyd Moses. We have Linda Annan and Anaya Echan. They are all watching. And Lloyd Moses says, wow, very powerful. Hello, Clement. Hello?
Hello, Cass.
Great. So let's acknowledge some of our viewers on Facebook. We have Lloyd Moses, Linda Annan, Nanaya Echan, and Indumiso Impofu. I hope I got the name right. So Lloyd Moses says, wow, very powerful. I'm sure he enjoyed it. So that was great. We appreciate you for your time. Your topic is interesting and quite controversial. Are you with us on Tuesday?
Could you repeat yourself again?
Please, will you be with us on Tuesday, coming Tuesday?
No, please. No, please. I believe today will only be my showing up.
Well, we had a lot of questions on our mind, but our time is almost up. My personal question, if you don't mind, I would like to find out.
Certainly.
With this topic, do you think there is a need for the court? Because if someone should treat you badly or take something that rightly belongs to you and you want to seek justice, is it wrong? Is it wrong?
This teaching would actually bring a new face, even in the give of justice. In the way of justice, it brings a new face of it. Where, think about it. Someone takes something from you. You take them to the court. The court pronounces judgment on them. This person is incarcerated. They are in jail or in prison, whatever we call it. In this situation, would you say that a much better version would come out from the prison after going through this process? Or if the court would have now identified this is a situation that has occurred, you took someone's item, it was wrong before us, but what caused that happening is what we are seeking to now build. The person might have done that on the score of, I want to feed my family. So yes, if you would even go on the tangent of saying, I am incarcerating this person, your focal point must be to bring the person into an awakening of this act I did for the particular thought or intention I was holding is not in harmony with each other. You now focus on, even if I am incarcerating this person, that person must be giving some psychological awakening so that they can still identify their own potentials. So yes, you don't just take someone and put them in jail and leave them there and say, okay, so the court says you stay in jail for 3 months, so go in there for 3 months and then you come out. Believe you me, majority of them go back, come out from prison, and then they end up worse off than what they usually were. Would you have said that the justice system has served the highest good of that person? Because if I came out and I'm worse off than I went in, believe you me, I'm going to commit worse atrocities. But if you would counsel the person to say, there is greater potentials in you that you could have employed to do greater work, you would have gotten a new reformed individual who comes out with a way to assist in life. Let us take this simple way in America. I only know of them, how they are using for those who do hacking. In effect, the security forces and agencies are fully aware of those that do it. They've been able to interact with them enough to help them come to the space where they no longer would want to use it for a negative purpose. They even hackers now go to the extent of identifying other new hackers that are on the block and help them to know that that which you are doing is even not right. This is the life we are looking at, where you only seek to lift someone up from their error, not rather to incarcerate them and do nothing about them. This is what I'm asking and telling us today. If our justice system would even reshape its way to say that if you need to even go into prison, you will go through the counseling to awaken your own good, so that when you come out, you are a better version than you went in. You would have said the best and greatest justice of all. Thank you.
Yeah, certainly. If they are able to restructure a program that can change their attitude and perception towards certain attitudes or certain behaviors, I'm certain it will be better. But of course, I'm not interested in whether they will deal them or not. I'm just interested in getting what rightly belongs to me personally. So that's just about it. So thank you very much. Your topic is interesting. We just wished you could come on Tuesday to continue so that we could ask more questions. But of course, our time is up and we may have to draw the curtain. So to our viewers and listeners, we had some challenges, technical challenges, quite rampant. So forgive us for today. I'm certain on Tuesday things will be better and smoother for you to enjoy. You can still leave your comments and contributions, and whoever comes on Tuesday will do justice to your questions. Clement, please give us the location once again of Ethereum Mission Worldwide, and then we can draw the curtain. Okay, so this has been Alpha Awakening Empowerment. Thanks for joining us. It's bye for now.
Father, Mother God, lift my vision beyond duality and seeming opposites to that sacred vision of your one and indivisible self. O God, grant me the blessed vision that sees only your divine presence in and through all of life. You are the only power without opposite. There is nothing else besides you. You encompass the earth, the solar and other starry systems and galaxies. You alone are God. To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life, and the sound of my voice echoes in the hearts of all men.
God is